alluring charm about the rivers in Sarawak. Each carries an enthralling tale or two on its own. There are some 5,000 kilometers of rivers in Sarawak alone. As with everything that is majestic and abundant about the wondrous and exotic land of Sarawak, it all begins here. The Sarawak River, life giver and the vital pulse of both the state's civilization and its untamed tropical forest. The majestic river rises from the Bungo Range within the hinterland of Upper Bau and Palawan, ending its 120-kilometer journey where the river meets the sea in Muara Tabas. This 120-kilometer stretch of vibrant waterway acts as an important source of water and means of transportation, dividing Kuching City into the southern and northern districts. Where the river flows, there is life. It's one of the primary reasons why Kuching and all the villages and towns along the river could find a foothold to thrive in an otherwise dense, unforgiving tropical forest. Archaeological evidence suggests early humans lived in Sarawak as long as 60,000 years ago, 50,000 years earlier than the Malay Peninsula. Evidence from excavations at Bong Kisam, Santubong indicated that Indian and Chinese traders visited the area as early as 1000 AD. From the 7th to mid-14th century, the island of Borneo, including Sarawak, was under the dominion of the Srivijaya Empire. According to oral histories, it is believed that the Iban and Kayan tribes in Sarawak today migrated from Kalimantan, migrating at the end of the 15th century, who today makes up over 30% of the state's population. There is a very distinctive colonial feel to Kuching that can often whisk you away to a time of yesteryears. The colonial cosmopolitan charm of Kuching is unlike anywhere else in Malaysia, due to part of its rich history and diverse ethnic population that makes up the city. This major Malaysian city lies on the Sarawak River in the division of the same name and has a unique history. It is perhaps the only region in the world to have been ruled as a personal kingdom by a British adventurer and his descendants. Sarawak came under the loose control of the Sultanate of Brunei from the 15th century. Sarawak only became a separate political region after the arrival of Sir James Brooke. Brooke, invalidated from the British East India Company after sustaining a wound in Burma, eschewed an early retirement. With a sizable inheritance and a well-armed ship, he set sail on a voyage of discovery. Brooke found his way to the shores of Sarawak in 1839, where he found the local viceroy under rebel siege. In a second visit, he had agreed to help Raja Muda Hashim quell the rebellion, and as a reward to his success, he was installed as the Raja of Sarawak on 18 September 1942. Raja James Brooke never married. Before his death in 1868, he nominated as heir his sister's son, Charles Johnson, who changed his surname to Brooke upon becoming Raja. A beneficent ruler who was 39 when he came to power, Charles extended the boundaries of the land under his control until it was the size of England, abolished slavery and built roads, waterworks, and even a railway. Raja Charles Brooke also formalized proper laws and order and made efforts in economic development using technologies from the West. The establishment of the Sarawak Museum, oil prospecting in Miri, growth of the rubber plantation, the famed Sarawak Ranges, and the Sarawak Constabulary also took place during the reign of Raja Charles. Public administration system was introduced and a strategic network of fortresses was built. One of these forts is the Fort Margarita. Built in 1879, Fort Margarita remains as one of the most photographed buildings in Sarawak today. It was built to protect Sarawak, as Kuching is known back then, against surprise attack from pirates. The fort was named after Brooke's wife, Margaret Alice Lily de Wind. She was raised to the title of Her Highness the Rani of Sarawak upon their marriage in 1869. The fort lies across the Astana, a majestic palace also built for the Rani.
My name is Jason Brooke, the grandson of the last Raja Muda of Sarawak. I'm the director of the Brooke Trust and Brooke Museums. It's a UK charity that operates both the Brooke Gallery at Fort Margarita and the Rani Museum here at the Old Courthouse. So my family have had a long history of involvement with the state. Fort Margarita was built in 1879 by the second Raja, my great-great-grandfather, Raja Charles Brooke, as a defensive outpost, although it was never fired a shot in anger. It's now a museum. It was before that an administrative centre and a centre for the Sarawak Rangers. I think understanding our roots is very, very important. It gives us a sense of identity, a sense of stake in society and a place in the world. So it's been a journey for me, I suppose, investigating my own roots and finding my own identity. And I think that by encouraging other people to do the same, we can bring a bit of strength into society, I suppose.
Built on a hill overlooking the Sarawak River and situated on the north bank opposite the then fast-expanding town, Fort Margarita was well equipped to protect the capital from river-borne invasions. It was during this time, with the security of the area improved, which saw the mass Chinese migration into Sarawak.